All right. So, good day. Okay, to you from which ever part of the world, part of the school that you are joining this session. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the timing of this because time is very, very important. Right? You miss it for time, you miss it a surgery, you miss it a an event or a program, an appointment, you miss it. If not for life, if not for luck, you miss it for so I'm so sorry that this is coming by this time. We should have had another live broadcast by this time, but my network, I think my system, my software developed a challenge, so I couldn't stream for over 45 minutes. I was struggling with this concept, all right? That is the application, the software. So try to service it, try to get someone to work this out. So I think that's will go for the apology. Okay, give me a thumbs up and a feedback on the comment section if you appreciate my apology. Okay, so what we're gonna do is that what we are supposed to do by the time we agreed, okay, to host this session. We're gonna do it now, and then the other section that we're supposed to have by this time, we'll do it some other time. Is that okay? All right. So let's quickly jump into this. Let me quickly say this, that the remaining about 15 minutes that I succeeded in fixing this challenge, I actually use it to make a short video on this strategic exam preparation guide. Okay. And like you can see, I really promise us, imagine you have few days to your exams. That's just 2 days to the exams. Okay. What would you do? Okay. What should you do? That's why we target. He said, what would I do? Okay, let's say I'm a distracted student. That's I mean distracted, or I'm lazy, or I'm discouraged, or I'm a potential distinction fellow, or I'm an average student, okay, or I've gotten a pass failure, or I'm overwhelmed. All right. Now drop on the description comment section if there's a kind of student I've not described here. Okay, one of the students was telling me, oh, what happened if you are a total border, you're boarding? Okay, or what happened when you're not a border, you're living with someone outside and the person is in charge of your affairs from when you come back between 8 to 5, from lectures, or when you feel you have a holiday and your holiday are not really free. How do you sort that out? Okay, so we're going to raise a video on that maybe in the next episode, or maybe in okay, because we've planned what we want to do and we are doing based on calendar so that we can be the best, give the best to those who really deserve the best, like you. So let's say you have 2 years to your MBBS, your medicine, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Science exams. Okay, you have 2 years to it. Say you are in first preclinical year 200 level, and then it's 2 years time that you have to. What are you going to do? We'll be looking at the 2 year systematic mastery plan, and then let's say you have 1 year. You have 1 year. So 1 year in quotes, 1 year in quotes. What do you have to do? Can I pause here to say, in medicine and surgery, be it anatomy, be it physiology, or be it what? Be it anatomy, be it physiology, or be it, call it biochemistry, you have to know that you should read as though you have exams tomorrow. You should study as though you have exams tomorrow. Anytime you have to read it as though you have exams tomorrow. Anytime you're watching a video in this channel or you're clarifying, you should do in such a way that as though you have exams tomorrow. So, but there's no exam. So, how do you create that false situation? How do you generate that pseudo situation? Here's how: by sharing it with someone, coming to this channel, dropping a comment. I have read today. Okay, let it be your accountability partner. So how do you do it? If you have just 2 months, here some people say, I have 6 months, I have 3 months, I have 2 months. What do? You can see the focus preparation. Next one, if you have 2 weeks, what do? Do you just give up the and say, my faith and all that? No. What do you do if you have 2 weeks? We see an intensive review. Now, this calls for concern because you see, what if you don't have material to review? Do you follow? What if you don't have material to review? You must understand that this is where you need connection. And if you notice how we study in this platform, we connect what we are used to what we need to be used to, so that we are used to what they expect of us to be used to. All right. So the same thing happens. If you don't have materials, you don't have summarized work, you don't just sit there, you bring down yourself, you humble yourself and ask for one. Okay, you can come to this video and then check. Now, this video we have these things in view. People who are just coming 2 years, people who have 1 year, people who have less than 1 year, that is between 2 months to um, 11 months remaining, 2 months to 6 months. How do they do it? How are they supposed to do? Those who have 2 days, that's your exam, is like tomorrow. Like this week is your exam. What do you do? Okay, very important. So you can see crisis management. It's a grand final concept. And this is where you do things like, 3 things you must know about brachial anatomy. Not picking a video on brachial anatomy and think it's just 1, 2, 3, like, okay, brachial anatomy. That's all. No. As a matter of fact, let me interest you. If you check, yes, now I call it interest. It's very interesting. If you check the summary of what we did on 3 things you know about brachial anatomy, for example, yes, we give you very soft spiritual music to open you up on what to focus on. Yeah, it's only in medicine that you see people have courses, people have things to study, and people have how do you call it now? People have a whole lot to study, and they believe they can pray away those things. Prayers. Ah, prayers, I believe in prayers. Prayers, I know about prayers. But hear this. We are not earthworm. We are human beings. Earthworm don't have brain. God puts created brain for us to think. You don't even need to be religious to know brain is used for thinking. You understand? So that's why we're designing all these programs for us, so that if you have issue with this, you're having challenge with this, you should be able to do what? You should be able to know what to do. You should be able to fix one or two. All right? Be able to know what to do, be able to fix one or two. Okay, but it does not end here. It does not end here. You still have another one. Look at it. 2 days crisis, grand final concept, focus past question, prioritize rest and hydration. Now, is it the same way we do it in the two-way concepts here? Look at it. You are timing yourself. Notice here we drop animation. Okay, here we did not. Why? Because a picture contains a word. Like if you have 2 days, all right, you need flashcard. Whatever you're studying, drop a little brief on it. All right, so welcome. And then we are looking at um, so sorry about that. I needed to fix one or two, and this is part of what we face. Okay, we have one or two things to fix that are equally important to contribute to what we need to do. So, the summary of what we need to do is what I've already said so far. Just that I needed to explain one or two of some of these things. Now, look at this. For example, someone has um this, for example, so I have 2 years to exams. What is it supposed to do? This is like study smart plan, what to do, okay, who to do, what to do, who to do, why to do, when to do, how to do, which to do. Okay, adapt your strategy based on your time and your situation. Very important. So uh, if you're in a situation where you find yourself in a situation with a yeah. Okay, find yourself in a situation where you have 2 years you just entered. Okay, we are going to make a video on maybe textbook and what to do before lecture, after lecture, and things like that. But this one, if you have 2 years, build a strong foundation, concept, roads. Okay, how do you do that? You connect with people, those who are in higher level, those when we mean higher level, not necessarily in a higher class, maybe higher level. That's the person is maybe he knows better than you. Forget if you knew better than him before now, but in this one he knows better than you. Okay, you need to do what? Need to connect with the person, build healthy relationship. Okay, set your values from day one, from meeting one, first impression one. Okay, study regularly. Consistency is the key. Now, consistency does not mean consistency in timing, because you may not have power over the timing. All right, there may be the school may be controlling it, and the person you are staying with may be complaining, maybe the roommate may be controlling. The little space you have, so you can be consistent with mindset. Okay, I'm free now. Instead of scrolling through nonsense, you can do some sense. Okay, now we are incorporating nonsenses in this channel too. When I mean nonsense, like, okay, thing that does not make sense to your academic, okay, like watching movies, not the best. We're going to create some movies here too, so that you can benefit. You're watching movie on anatomy, movie on embryology, movie on histology. We're going to start with anatomy. That way you're going to appreciate something that's happening here. Okay, so follow curriculum systematically. Follow a system. Maybe as they teach, you go and read about it, or before they teach the next one, you read the previous one and try to test yourself. With discussion, sharing with someone. You don't wait for someone to ask the question. You're actually the one that asks the question, initiate the discussion. Okay, move on to the next one. It's a make short notes and mind map. Well, you may not understand mind map except you're talking about flow charts. Okay, now CapCut and the rest of those things, AI assist in those things. Okay, some of the things you enjoy here is a beautiful product of these mind maps, where I sit down, think of something, and come out there. So if you really appreciate what we are doing, give a thumbs up and then collaborate. Okay, get the link sent to your handles. Let many lives be blessed and be transformed for our healthy national good. Okay. Solve past question topic wise. Did you see it now? For example, we are done with thorax, or we are done with brachial plexus. You now pick question. Now you will not know you are not done until you see question you can't answer. This will get you to study even the detail to add to what you have done. All right, revise every 2 to 4 weeks. Now, this is what I will tell you. Revise every weekend. Every weekend, run through what you have done or through the week. Now, this is another thing I would tell those who are consistent. Watch how we revise the ones we've done before we add new one. We add new one, revise the old one, the older one, and the new one. Like that, like that. This is how you push this concept further. Then improve weak areas early. Now, there are some topics they mention your intestine cuts, not intestine coverage. Adrenaline, which is the hormone for fight and flight, okay, begins to do what? To kind of, you know, surge, kind of increase, kind of get secreted. Okay, so those are topics you meet with. Excuse me. When will you have time? I want to ask you a question on brachial anatomy. Hope you can create it maybe today or tomorrow or weekend. You do that like that so that even if the person have not read, person will go and read and prepare, be it your classmate, your senior colleague, or whoever. Okay. The next one we want to quickly look at is take care of your health and habit. Eat when you have to. Eat if you have to. Rest if you have to. Rest because you have to. But here's what I tell people about eating and resting. Know when to eat. Know what to eat. And know what to do before you rest. Have agreement with someone that, come on, I want to wake up by so and so time. In case I don't wake up, all right, help me. In case I don't wake up, help me so that. And then what I usually tell people is, I said, forget respect, forget anything I respond when I'm on my bed. Okay, except my feet has touched the ground. If my feet has not touched the ground, guy, whatever I say when I was sleeping, don't believe it's true. Don't believe I was saying it from my faculty of reasoning. No. All right. So that's what you do. And it should not just be one person, it should be 3 to 5 persons because one person may forget. All right. And what me I also do is I will send a broadcast message to so many people, say, come on, call me and wake me up by this time. Eh, call to be sure. Same message. Not one, not two, not five, not 10, not 20. Now, why do I do that? Because we are human beings. All right. Now, sometimes I'll tell them, say, call me and ask me what have you achieved by this time. Things like that. Okay, you set goals for yourself. Do you follow? So that's what you do if you have 2 years to exam. And this I'm telling you is what many people, many of us, and many too are doing. Okay. Now if you have 1 year to exam, you're in year three or you're entering year three. All right. What happened? Complete syllabus, first full revision. So before your exams in the next 1 year, must have gone through your upper and lower limb, must have gone through your thorax, abdomen, pelvis, and perineum. Okay, that's first in coursework, second in coursework, and third in coursework. Right? You are reviewing it every day as they teach you. You don't say, oh, I went to class 8 a.m. and tired from practical and they see. We are going to work on this video on tiredness, video on brain food and all that. Okay, belly food, study food, and all that. It's very important we do that because you see, if you don't know how to eat, how to rest, it's going to cause a concern. All right. So you see, it's almost 12 o'clock by time. So if we keep on doing this, I just want to keep it simple, keep it small. We keep on explaining each and every one of these. It's going to be amazing. So that's why I made a short video on this and I send it to you. And then I'm asking you, ladies and gentlemen, which of these jumps on you? Which of this category are you? Are you 2 years? Are you 1 year? Are you 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 days? Okay, to your exams. All right. Now, summary, if you ask me, understand, don't just read. And when you understand, do what? Stand and say it out. If you understand, then you should share it. For you to stand out, you must understand. For you to understand, you must to bend under. Okay? Must believe someone else what they tell you about a concept. Not when you ask a question, you try to prove the person. It's a time for sharing. Sharing is different from proving your person, this is what you read, and only that is correct. What if you did not really read it well? Do you follow? So that's that. 2 days the exam, revise short notes. So every day that you are doing this revision now, first full revision, you're making short notes, making small notes. That's why in this channel we try to make summary on piece of paper what we have done. Okay, the long video, reduce it to a piece of paper, long video to piece of, so you can print it out. You can print like now. This one now you can screenshot and print it out. And if you need some of these things, we are trying to make a compendium on our WhatsApp studio. So we send it there. All these things we are doing, we are trying to send it there so that you can actually get it. Both the video format and video format, some of them come with wonderful song. Like there's the one I just did with this one. It sounds like all I have is Jesus in my life. Oh, all I need is Jesus. Now, it's not about whether you believe in Jesus or whether you have Jesus or not. The important thing, the music keeps you going, keeps you going. As you sing the music, you're remaining breaking the foundations of the branches, you're remembering the roots, you're remembering the trunk, you're remembering the chords, you're remembering the, do you follow, you're remembering the function, you're remembering the, the supply, the distribution, the structure, remembering all those things about brachial plexus. So that's why we do some of these things. I believe it's going to be of immense help to us. In the second section, okay, is if you're a lazy student. Now, it's not your fault if you're lazy, okay? There are factors to that. So if you find yourself lazy, your motto should be one, discipline over motivation. Just get someone to watch you do something. Get someone to make sure you're doing it. That's if you have 1 year and you are making you lazy, you focus on building depth and consistency. You're consistent. Maybe consistent in one, maybe studying just one course over and over, not just one topic, because there are people who are consistent in teaching one topic to so many people. That's distraction. Okay, they say, I don't have time. This one want me to teach it. No, you don't do that. You teach from book. That's what we do here. See, I'm teaching now. I'm teaching from book. Eh? By 11 o'clock, we'll be teaching again. We'll be teaching from book. So whatever we are teaching is from book. Then from brain, then a peep, then some beep to peep in the book, and fill the gap you means you are doing from brain. Do you get? Okay, distracted student. You see, remove distraction like phone. So remove distraction like phone. I have some study partners who lock their phone. Okay, their phone cannot open some apps until some app that get them scrolling onto a certain given period of time. Now, what me I do is we submit our phones to friends, okay, and others we check ourselves at the end of so time. Come out and tell us what we're doing with your time. Those checks and measure brings treasure. That's why I said don't trust your brain, your treasure, trust your rain, your measure. That measure, okay, should mount pressure for treasure to come out. Okay? So that's what we're looking at. So give me a 4 hours, 6 hours all day. You can do this and do this. So you check yourself, which one are you? Which one are you? Okay? And important thing is that it's not just about studying hard. Okay, it's about studying smart, staying consistent, and never giving up. It's about knowing yourself. Know yourself. Know, are you a student who have failed before? It's not the end of the world. What I usually tell failures, if that as you failed, you died. That's ending. But so far you are alive, breathing, there's hope. When I mean there's hope, there's an hindsight. You can take a look at your past and say, why did I fail? How did I get there? You can ask questions, you can share with someone, okay, and you can step on something, accept what has happened and learn and begin to inquire. If not, you aspire, begin to aspire. If not, you do you get begin to require, begin to perspire so that you can acquire what you require. Do you follow what you desire? All right. So average students be consistent daily. Okay. So these are the things. Your motto, excellence is habit. Anything you're doing, do it well. Anything you're doing, do it more. Anything you're doing, ask yourself, what can I do that others are not doing? We are all tired. But see, when you target when you're tired, that makes you exceptional, that makes you distinctive, that makes you unique. And if you are distinctive like that, distinction can always be your help. Everybody when they come back by 5 o'clock, they eat and sleep. Others press once you sleep, introduce them to the next day. But guess what? You can be different. Okay? You can be different. And when you're different, your results will be different. And guess what? Insult will not come. You say insult come when there's no result. So if you need a good result, then you need to think of deleting the insult. Okay. So that's that about this. I've sprayed everything and you've seen it. Okay. I've shown you this other one. 2 days left, 2 weeks week, 2 weeks left, 6 to 12 months left. Emergency trials. you know, distinction, high yield. This is when you think of high yield topics, deep rest, you rest enough. Okay. That's not when to jam pack this. Some people say, they stay all night. Well, you stay all night in case some people are sharing important specimens or information. But hear me, let me tell you this. The most thing you need to do is if you are discouraged or you failed previous, head in hands, guess what? Target easiest 1 to 2 chapters for quick wins. Address that we have 2 days left. Just target 1 to 2 chapters. Say this topic I must master it. You know, and if you are distracted, if you are discouraged, what do you do? Mhm. If you are lazy or distracted, what do you do? So if 2 weeks is remaining and you're discouraged and what do you do? Very simple. If you are distracted with headphone, you can come up to this channel and see how we use those voice and music, lovely ones, to keep learning something. Do you follow? Yeah. So you can connect how you get to know some music and how you get to appreciate some cool sounds because of maybe because of what you saw. Oh, we're reading about brachial plexus, and you begin to hear this kind of sound. So you can keep that sound, be playing, and be, feeling good, and be thinking, be reminiscing on the thing you have learned. So that's where we are going to end this one. Let's see if we can start biochemistry by 1 o'clock, right? Or we just postpone it. Okay. Yeah, we may need to postpone this biochemistry. Whatever is the case, biochemistry must be done today because we need to know the secret. Mbbs revision is secret of biochemistry of the pathways. What are some of the things we can pick in the first series or episode of biochemistry? We're going to pick it and we discuss it and we share it. Is that okay? Thank you very much for being here till this time. It's really a pleasure. Thumbs up and give your comments. Okay, which of these, okay, interests you most? Can see overwhelmed students, break massive goals into micro tasks, delegate non-essential tasks. Can tell someone, oh, come and collect. Oh, you have someone you can say, come and collect this thing. Instead of going and coming and doing something, you should find a way. You should think, upgrade your thinking, you know. And if you fail before, treat every 3 day, treat every new day as a clean slate. Analyze previous mistake, but don't dwell in them. See, so if you have 2 weeks left, that's what you should do. Okay, so that's that about that. That's that about that. Okay, so thank you very much. Drop on the comment section if this describes you. Has this been of help to you? You drop on the comment section. Okay, of course you need to subscribe before you can comment. So go ahead and subscribe and comment, and it's good to know your new invention in the industry. So we meet by 2 o'clock for the next session. This is about what's about 12 o'clock. Okay, so we need 2 hours to prepare for the next series of head and neck, thorax, and then biochemistry, interphysiology. We have a whole lot to get done before 4 5 o'clock today. So that's why I want to take this 2 hour break, all right, and then we start by 2 o'clock. Is that okay now? Thumbs up if you are with me. So we meet again. Have a nice time.